Ion.
Hello, we are back for another fun episode of Hell I Don't Know. I'm Jordan. We have Darrell, we have Nickie, and we are, the gang's all here. So let's jump into it because we are pretty busy these days. So we're just gonna just jump right into it. I think everyone's doing good. Do you guys want to share anything personal life really quick, or are we good?
Spring and we're all great. It's spring. it's bright and vibrant outside, and all of us are here.
Not
under
here.
one.
It's completely black and gray.
Oh, that's fair. Y'all in Chicago. I'm in North Carolina visiting my parents right now, so I won't be cursing today. They're saved and sanctified in the Holy Ghost ville, so
I
I
know
can't
that
curse in my
struggle.
parents' house. But the weather's so great here. It's like almost 80 degrees. It's bright and it's springy. It's amazing. I hate
Oh,
it
that's
for you.
great. I'm so jealous. Love that.
We got 50 in hell.
Yeah.
And that's that on that. All right.
Okay. So we are going to, I guess, talk about. This is a little different for us. We're going to get into this. First and foremost, I don't know who still listens to the Breakfast Club, but I guess there's people that still do. So that's wonderful. I love that for them.
Wow, shots fired.
But I'm just saying. But there has been a little bit of controversy going on today with Jess Hilarious. Some people, do some people love her? I don't know.
She has
Either way,
like a set fan base of problematic folks.
Because we've not talked about this. I just really quickly want to ask Jordan, do you have a negative opinion of Jess Hilarious? Because it kind of seems a little bit like you do.
I'll say this. I'm not a fan. I do not subscribe to Jess Hilarious, but I love that for people that do. So
I used to think she was funny until she just started being like, I feel like there's a thing between like making jokes and being mean spirited. And I feel like Jess errs on the side of being mean spirited and not necessarily a comedian all the time. And she's very unfair in like her opinions of people, but then she gets fighting mad when people are negative against her, i.e. this whole situation.
Exactly. Yeah. I just think she doesn't come from, my thing is like, if you're going to be on something like this, you should be able to hear all sides of things and not always be like, to me, she's very tunnel vision. It's like if it's not her way, it's completely wrong. And she's like upset and then she's just like pissed. And it's like this whole rant. So I just can't get down with people like that. But, at the end of the day, Nickie, can you kind of share with us a little bit like what's going on? Because I didn't even keep up with everything that's going on. But if you want to kind of dive into this a little bit.
Yeah. So Darrell also comparably share because Darrell is the reason how I found out about this. He sent it to me last night. It was like, did you see what happened with Jess? I was like, of course you'll miss it.
Well, because I think when Jordan was like, does anybody watch The Breakfast Club? I don't, but I think you do watch The Breakfast Club.
I watch like if there is a guest on it that I want to see, but honestly, even that I haven't been watching lately. But anyway. In other news, Jess Hilarious has been, apparently there were some things happening on social media. People was asking, has Jess quiet quitting from the Breakfast Club because she's not saying a lot. She's not talking a lot. So she decided to take it upon herself last night and do a live, basically dog walking the Breakfast Club, dog walking the execs, and then dog walking Lauren, who essentially she picked to replace her when she went on maternity leave. So if you don't know, Jess Hilarious actually went on maternity leave shortly after she accepted the contract of
being full-time
to be on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. So she then picked Lauren as her replacement during maternity leave and then was upset that when she got back, Lauren didn't leave.
Well,
so go ahead.
It's partially that she didn't. I don't think it was that. I do think internally, for what it's worth, I think internally it was that she was not asked to leave when Jess came back. I think internally that's probably what she's actually upset about. But her arguing point is not that she's upset that Lauren didn't leave. Her arguing point is that, one, she's upset that they didn't tell her that she wasn't leaving. And also she's upset because Lauren kind of took over her segment with I forgot what it's called, but Lauren kind of took over her segment. And,
Just with the mess.
well, yeah, which, by the way, I didn't say my opinion about Jess. I actually love Jess. I think she's hilarious. I don't like how she's been acting. Like, I think she's been doing too much to alienate her fan base. And like Nickie says, she can dish it, but she seems like she can't take it. And this whole thing is just an immature way of her basically like letting the world know that she's upset that there's a girl on the Breakfast Club that is equally as popular as her, honestly. But ultimately, she said she was upset that her segment, Just with the Mess, is really the only time that Lauren is even on the show. Like, she's on the show to do that segment, which is Jess's segment. And she felt like that wasn't fair and that she didn't know that was going to be happening and that nobody... The comedian Corey Holcomb also went on a long rant, like very anti-Jess Hilarious, which I don't even know who that was. I know I should know who that was, and I don't mean that in a shady way. I just genuinely
I didn't know who he
he
was
is.
either.
But he went on this long... This is what prompted Jess to even say anything, I think. Corey Holcomb went on a long rant about how untalented Jess Hilarious is and how she basically is being replaced by Lauren because Lauren is actually a talented, intellectual person and all this other stuff, and that's kind of what triggered it. And then Jess felt like Charlamagne and the producers, Breakfast Club, they didn't like stand up for her or like support her. And I'm like, what did you want her to do? Like, you want her to get in a social media fight with a comedian like who's just sharing their opinion, which is allowed to happen. So anyway, that's a little bit more backstory on what she seems to be upset about.
Well, after she had this rant last night, she decided to take herself into work today, begrudgingly, and to talk about said thing. So we're actually going to watch the video. I'm going to pause for certain moments. It's funny because also Corey Holcomb calls her less hilarious. Hysterical.
Yes. And I caught on to it the second time he did it. I was like, oh, he's doing that on purpose.
Hysterical. All right. Petty. So I'm going to let me close my email out because I do not need people emailing me. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna share my screen and we can watch the video and we'll pause it. Here we go.
I'm great. How you feel?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Jess Hilarious is here.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Jess
has
been my job. I came into work. What's up? She's been trending all day.
Yes.
I think she's number 9 right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting at home last night trying to watch Magazine Dreams, and I kept getting a bunch of phone calls and text messages, and people was like, Jess Hilarious is going off on live.
We have audio.
Okay.
We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. Just ran like a high school.
That's true.
Yes, Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
But for Mr. Clark though, every day, and they always talk about you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, I started picking up more shows. Hell no, that's how I'm getting. Hell no, I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Okay.
No, act like that. No, act like it.
So she's having so much fun outside the studio. What are we doing?
Why are we still working there?
She does say though. She does say further on in the video. She says, and I think this was in direct response to people maybe thinking that. She said that she has a contract. She says she has a contract that she negotiated. That she's showing up.
Oh well, then just fill the contract and shut up. But all right, keep going.
Act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all like
what
we
part?
Really.
What you mean we don't have your back?
I have more...
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay. All right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah. I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Until she started.
Right.
The fact that, I mean, let's be honest. Have y'all ever seen Jess on The Breakfast Club? Like, have y'all watched it?
Mm-mm.
I don't watch The Breakfast Club.
Jess was stumbling over her words. She was getting the facts incorrect. And like Jess Hilarious trying to report on national American politics did not work.
Wait, she was trying to report on politics?
She was trying to do like, so her entire statement was like politics, pop culture, what's going on in the world.
Okay.
But she was trying to do with her like comedian spin on it. But some of those topics are very serious. You can't just be like,
but here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, and you're completely valid. That said, if you were a fan of Jess Hilarious before The Breakfast Club, as I was, I understand that this Jess with That's My News is real. This was always a comedy segment. It's not supposed to be serious. It's not. She does talk about serious things in a comedic context. She's not trying to actually give you news. The whole thing is just supposed to be her opinion that she thinks that we think about things that happen in pop culture. So on one place, I can kind of, I'm not saying I understand what you're saying, but what I am saying is that like people were critiquing her the way that you sound like you're critiquing her, and that she's not good at being
reading,
being a reporter of news. But that's not what it was actually supposed to be. That also being said, I promise you, I'm not doing this just to be. I'm genuinely saying that. Also being said, I think that in that one statement, she completely told herself about why she's actually upset. She said that people, just because she reads well or something like that, she's letting us know she reads the comments. People's opinions have affected her so much that she has decided to take this to the internet and jeopardize her job, which it seems like they're taken aback by. It seems like Charlamagne and Envy are kind of taken aback that she felt that strongly about Lauren being there. And the fact that she picked her to replace her makes me think that she only became insecure about it once the American public started commenting on how much they like Lauren. So
I agree. Let's continue.
So she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
But who said that though? Because the internet said
what
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice
correct me if
on my segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was going to be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was.
She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
Building your online business?
Not an ad.
Ads.
Oof,
Nickie, you're the bougie friend. Why you got YouTube with ads?
Okay, first of all, I don't have you. I have two accounts. So I have a YouTube account that I use for work and a YouTube account I use for personal. This is my work one.
Well, mute that and let that play while you're talking.
Yes, I will do that now. Anyway, so what are our thoughts so far? Jordan, you seem a little quiet. What's up?
One thing I'm always trying to do, even if I don't particularly like somebody, I will try to listen to the entire thing and try to hear the person out before I make my judgment. So far, I'm trying to follow what she's upset about, and I'm still kind of like going like well, you picked her, so but I don't know. I'm trying to hear the rest of the thing so I can fully thing. But my thing is like, if you picked her, the general public enjoy her more. I mean, whose fault is that? I don't think that's really like their fault. Like she can, at the end of the day, if you should never pick somebody that is going to, be better than you then at your job. Like, I just think that's just
that's
not
what I was
a smart
about to
thing.
say.
That's just not a smart thing to do. My thing is like, I'm going to pick somebody, especially if I know I'm not the best, like, reader or a person that can report information, I'm not going to pick somebody that is actually good at those things, because yes, of course, people are going to gravitate towards that person. And also too, people are going to hear stuff from people that are like more professional at that job. You know, Jess is kind of like, she's there for, I know, for the comedic relief and things like that, which I completely understand. And I will say at one point in time, I did think she was funny and stuff like that, but I do feel like she isn't, like, even hear her speak just like now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I can see probably why people don't like take you fully seriously. But, you know, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying.
Yeah, I would never pick someone better than me at my job. Are you crazy? Are you crazy to replace
you? Okay, all right. You pick somebody better than you at your job if you're doing what you do in your real life. Okay, maybe that's one thing. But pick somebody better at like an anchoring thing. Like, one,
this is her job.
Let me finish. One, anchoring is subjective. People like certain things, people don't like other things. Whatever. She might be better at that specific aspect of her job, but she might not necessarily be better at her job overall. But two, I don't think that it should be about whether or not Lauren was better than her or not. I think that Jess should just be confident in why she was hired to do the Breakfast Club in the first place, and not be upset and threatened by somebody else that she picked to be on the show. You shouldn't be threatened by her. You want her to do a good job. You don't want the show to suffer because you're not there. You want her to do a good job. And then when you come back, it really just seems like she just, in her brain, she was going to come back. People were going to miss her. They were going to be like, all right, bye, Lauren. You served your purpose. Jess is back. And I think that it really shook her, especially considering that I don't think that she was anticipating the audience responding to Lauren in such a positive way. And so it clearly just messed with her self-esteem. This is just her.
Oh, this is a full ego. Like,
this is a full
ego. Oh, it's an ego thing for sure.
Yeah.
Going to the internet, ruining business relationships because you're upset and you're immature and you're insecure about somebody that you hired to replace you. And I don't think that Lauren feels that way about Jess. She's probably very gracious to Jess for getting her that opportunity.
Are we going to see the part where she talks to Lauren? Because I'm also curious of that.
We can see if we can get there. Let's get to the next part. I probably should talk into my other. Y'all can get these asses there. Y'all gonna be all right. Because I'm not logging out to log back in. That's too much work.
Just go ahead.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen. And when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would make her want to think I want to talk about that?
Y'all talk off air though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. We started to.
But I'm saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. They was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool.
But
if there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
Another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Just with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually, okay. even when it came down to it still being called Just with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Just with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, change that, take that Just with the Mess off of there. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Just with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Could I ask a question?
What I'm saying? Yeah, she's more of a reporter. She's journalism.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
Charlamagne.
I actually enjoy Charlamagne. I enjoy Charlamagne.
I don't. He can clearly see that she's upset about this right now. And Envy's also upset. And he's just like, it's just not funny. Because if it was at his expense, he would have felt a way about it. Now, granted, actually, he probably wouldn't have. That's
what I was saying. He wouldn't. He don't care.
Especially considering that, I think it's also considering that Charlamagne has been a problematic person in media for a while now. And it just seems like, even though I don't agree with Jess Hilarious, I don't, it seems like he's dismissing her thoughts by making fun of it in this specific moment. Like him making a joke in this specific moment seems more at her expense than with her.
Well, I would say his response definitely is not. He's definitely not taking her seriously because she went through that whole. Even I'm sorry though. I'm just that whole explanation just really. I was like,
it's dumb.
What?
It don't make no sense. She don't make no sense.
She actually just kind of like talked. She just talked in a circle of nonsense. Nothing.
She's talking in a circle of saying, "I'm insecure that this girl was good when I left." That's what she's saying. That's all she's saying.
Like literally just say that and let's move on. Like I don't understand what is this? What's happening?
She really should have just apologized. She should have went in there and be like, "I was in my feelings last night. Sorry, let's keep it moving." This is
like she's actually making this worse by doing this. Honestly, this is just.
It's bold. It's bold to show up the next day at 5 a.m. after you just dog walked everybody in the room you're with.
And she was up late. She was up late.
So I don't think that girl slept. I think she was just ready. She was ready. She
said, "I'm here. I'm at work. I'm here."
I'm like, damn, girl, you just had a baby. Like,
barely.
Is your child okay?
Let's finish.
It's not a do-rag, it's a silk scarf, nigga. But it's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke,
okay?
but it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch this because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. You're my baseball bet.
No, it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
you're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all
have that conversation
y'all wanted
off
her.
Air. If you had a problem, say it to us. We had a meeting
conversations
yesterday.
Off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worried about it's not even about
you. Worried about comments. And you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the
comments,
perception
man.
and my reputation up here on the show.
They've been ishing on me for 15 years. They've been ishing on Charlotte for 15 years.
That's on you. And the things that people ish on me for is on me.
I don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments. I know who I am. I know what I do. You let them people get in the comments and F with you. You're great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you a dope.
She's very
if you
dope.
let them people piss you off, no, F them niggas. You nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her that all the time. You brought
that energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club. Yeah. And you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to stand you up. I tell F them niggas.
We don't even know who these people are.
They could be bots and all that. But, and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like I F with you the long way, not on some internet ish. And they hear that through there. This
sounds very light skinned. But let's go to the phone. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone line. Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkler.
I got my candles lit. I got my candles lit.
I'm sorry, that was
funny. Wait. I don't think I heard that the first time. Not only did he say that's very light skinned, DJ Envy then said, I gotta go get my sparkling
water. It's insane.
Okay, I have to say this. After hearing that last part, they're absolutely right. My thing is this. If I am on a platform like that, I've made it, okay? I don't need to give a fuck about what nobody is saying in the fucking comments. I am employed. I have a job. I'm on this platform. You are not. So who gives a fuck about what somebody is saying in the comments? You are there, Jess. You're already there. So like at this point, regardless of what the feedback is, regardless of people liking Lauren or whatever the case is, she still has a job. She's still showing up to work, and you're still going to have a following. She still has followers on Instagram, right? So she's fine. Stop worrying about shit like that. I honestly agree with both of them. They were 100% right. Stop looking at the comments. What does that even matter? We could have dealt with this off camera and handled this situation, but instead she took it there because she, yet again, wanted the attention back on her because she was not feeling like she had that attention because she felt like since she was gone that everybody forgot about her ass. So this was her getting this. Now she got what she wanted though, because now she got everybody talking about her again and things like that. So it worked. But at the end of the day, like, you didn't have to go through all this. This was unnecessary.
In the words of Nene Leakes, all I need is my check and some water.
Well, I do also want to point out that, like, in another note, like, again, as somebody that, like, I am not. Jess Hilarious has been somebody that I have, like, struggled with for a while because I do genuinely find her so funny, but she's so problematic, and I'll be wanting to be like, girl, you ain't got to be transphobic and homophobic and whatever. But at the end of the day, the thing about it is, all you're doing by proving everybody right is proving why you shouldn't be elevated to these types of platforms. Like moving from the Breakfast Club to something else, you're airing all your business out. People now know you're that type of person. People in the media know you're that type of person. You're and also it invalidates your own argument, because even if she was right, the way she did it was so wrong that you automatically take their side. Like, it's hard to look at Jess in this situation and see anything about her being valid, honestly, just because even if she does, I believe that she's probably not bringing up some other times that she felt like maybe they invalidated her, or that, because she also made a comment on her live that Angela Yee was not lying and that they really played in her face. And I believe that, because Angela Yee seems like a trustworthy person, even though she played in people's face too. I think that Charlamagne and Envy are problematic in a lot of ways, so I do not think that they are saints by any measure. But the way she articulated her point, and the fact that she couldn't do it in a way that didn't make her seem desperate, insecure, and immature, it really kind of shifts the public's favor away from her and honestly onto Lauren, because honestly that's kind of bullying Lauren. Like, I don't even know this Lauren girl. I've never heard her speak. I don't know who she is, but as of right now, I'm like thinking in my brain, dang, if I was Lauren, I would be like, dang, this girl really can't stand me. Like, it's awkward for me to go in for this opportunity I have now because Jess is making this public thing, and Lauren ain't done nothing to this girl.
Well, speaking of Lauren,
do her job.
Speaking of Lauren, let's watch the response.
I know we had a response.
Oh, they have a conversation together. Oh, y'all can't hear.
This Baltimore madness. Okay, now you bring this Delaware.
You shut up. You shut up.
Oh, she's pretty.
Oh, Lauren is
very
stunning.
She's very pretty.
Okay,
Stunning.
Okay, Lauren. Go on, Lauren.
Okay. Oh, Charlamagne. Y'all yell at me for laughing. You don't take nothing serious.
They said it's all your fault.
I know. It's always my fault. I don't care. Okay, I take the good and the bad with everything. It is what it is. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, Lauren the Roast is here. We're having a conversation because Jess Hilarious went crazy on Instagram last night.
And I knew the live would upset. You know, Charlamagne, you don't get upset, whatever. But I knew that it would upset Envy. I knew it would upset Lauren. That's why you closed the elevator this morning.
That was crazy. Now, why would you do that, Lauren?
I know. I just wanted
at the same time when we called.
Wait a minute, pause.
She saw Jess.
Are they saying that Lauren closed the elevator on her?
And honestly, good for her. Good for you, Lauren. I love it. Good for you.
Press that button and close it.
That is my kind of petty. I love it.
Press that button and close
it. Honestly, I don't know Lauren, but I love her. I love her already.
If you leave Lauren on, I might start watching Breakfast Club again. I like that.
You know what Jess was on, so she rushed to the elevator. She hit the button. You remember when Q was on Juice and you thought Bishop was behind him?
I hit the button one time, and this was why
I heard the button though.
I said I felt like I didn't know what to say to you because I was so thrown off by parts of that live yesterday. I'm like, bro, we be talking at least enough. Like, we don't got to be friends outside of here. But I feel like I've always said to you off air, whenever things have happened, we've had conversations about a lot of different things. let's talk. Call me. What's up? What's the issue? What's going on?
The issue is the whole narrative. Like, I understand F the comments and F the people and all that, but it's not all about them. It's how I'm feeling too. What if I'm feeling the same way the people feel? You know what I'm saying? So what? Because niggas online feel a certain way. I feel the same way they feel about it.
Call me and curse me out. Call in me and curse them out. Yes, you do.
Yes, like I've done that. You know what I mean?
There's a bigger issue sometimes too, because I feel like, all right, you'll call him, you'll cuss him out. We might talk about different situations, but I think a lot of times if there's an issue for real, and then it don't be no movement in here, it's like there's an issue outside and then there's no movement in here, and then we just all in here like he ha. Like you're doing a lot of it right now. You're laughing and joking, but for real, you know that she's up here crying. Nothing about that is funny. Like. There's real issues and real problems, and we don't really get to the gist of it.
Never. I want the record to show I see Jess cry a lot. So.
It doesn't matter if you see her cry 1,000 times.
You know what? I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. See, because when I try to be serious and talk, you see what I'm saying? You see how they do me?
I'm saying is that I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like
Charlamagne's so messy.
It's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah,
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room.
Jess has a maturity. She has a maturity level issue. Like, it's very immature.
So now she don't remember. Now she don't remember the conversation.
That was a very specific thing that Lauren said. And she
very
said it specifically was with a specific producer.
And she said the EP, the executive producer, she pulled you in with the top level dog, and you don't remember.
And you don't remember that. There ain't no. She's fucking lying.
No way.
That's like saying you put me to my CEO and I don't remember that conversation. What?
That's great. You remember in a conversation with the fucking EV. Like, come on. Like, what? What are we talking about?
You can also tell that her making blanket statements like, "What if I agree with the people?" What you're saying is that the people are saying that she's doing better than you. And what you're saying is that you're seeing how it looks that way because you're not performing up to her level and you're insecure and jealous about it. But she won't say that, because why won't she say specifically what the people are saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She keeps doing this generalization, but what are you specifically talking about? Say that. Girl, she's not saying it. She's irritating the shit out of me, honestly. This is not helping my case of liking this girl at all.
The thing is, they're not editing anything. They're just letting them talk, and she cannot blame anyone but herself for how she's coming across right now.
And she looks silly, because now with Lauren giving these specific examples, you could tell that Jess is like reaching for straws right now. It's just like she's trying anything and it's not working.
Her ego's bruised, her feelings are hurt, and she's a little bit immature.
She just needs to say that, though. She just needs to say, my feelings were hurt, and just keep it moving.
Let's wrap this up real quick.
I don't understand. I never ever heard that, because you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. You overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you say you put me in office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you. Ever. And I did or not. Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm gonna handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation because we grown. And regardless, you don't gotta love me, you don't gotta like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
of no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. Let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job. Great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
No, but that's what it is. And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not doing that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true. That's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. That's what my intentions was. And we talked about
that was different. The way when I did come back, Lauren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. The first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I feel like we're having a behind the scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool. But let's go to commercial or something and then come back.
Well, the whole thing is we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based, so let's resolve
shut
this.
Up. You're the number one beige rage person. You ain't never came up with a
All right.
Did they have a resolution?
What's the resolution?
I don't know.
Did you finish the video?
What's the rest of the video?
Oh.
It's almost over.
Well, I thought they said it was called
a solution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when that the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? You don't want to say
the academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded
to me. It's just lead.
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What I'm saying, no, because this is.
See what I'm saying? Don't let me.
I'm joking.
From making it a topic, and now because we're talking about
exactly. What I'm saying is that this will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some calls and then we'll come right back. 800-585-1051. If you want to talk, you want to discuss. Of course, Lauren's here, Jess here, I'm here, Charlamagne's here. Let's have a conversation.
We're queer.
All right. Yeah, it's cool.
That's a whole other conversation for another day with Charlamagne with that. But anyway, okay. All right, y'all. that didn't make Jess look great. I'm just gonna say
it didn't. It made her look immature, childish, and honestly, like she's upset that somebody's better at her job than she is.
Yeah.
And the fact that Lauren came so willing to hear her out and like try to she actively was listening to Jess, acknowledging how she felt while also standing up for herself, and Jess couldn't help but try to belittle her by saying, I put you here. That's wild. That's so much more than Envy or Charlamagne was willing to do with Jess. And the fact that Lauren really was trying to take the high road, and then also Envy and Charlamagne kept trying to cut them off when it seemed like Lauren was making some points that could lead to a resolution. Envy and Charlamagne kept cutting them off, which I really didn't like. But like, Jess, girl, get over yourself. Get over yourself. You're funny. Jess, you are funny. You are hilarious. I mean, she's never going to see this. But if she did see this, I think Jess Hilarious is funny. I love her content. She's hilarious. Get out of the comments. Nobody cares. People think you're funny. The people that rock with you are going to rock with you. The people that don't rock with you are not. And they're going to pit you and Lauren against each other. Y'all are two beautiful, talented women. y'all, you just keep letting them win. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. You ain't gotta do all that.
I also think this is my last thing on it. You don't go online and address beef online about your workplace the night before. Because what you have now just did is derailed an entire Breakfast Club day, yes, like for today, to address the mess that you did, and because you and your feelings. Grow up.
Right.
Grow up.
It was super childish, and again, all of that could have been handled behind the scenes. She didn't need to do that. This all was completely unnecessary, and she could have just talked to Lauren about this one-on-one, and then spoke to DJ Envy and Charlamagne as well.
Yeah.
Also, I'm about to go follow Laura because I low key like her.
Oh no, me too. I was like, thank you.
She's beautiful. She's so pretty.
Thank you for showing.
Right.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's
well
well spoken.
Articulate. Yeah,
Right.
like
yeah.
Not you call a black woman. Not you call a black woman articulate.
I said she's very don't do too much, Jess. She seems very and she's also seemed like she got a little bit of a hood ratchet to her. I love that. Let me go follow Laura. Anyway,
I'm gonna let you make it.
We're gonna go now.
I'm gonna let you make it. By the way, this is a fun episode, guys. If you want us to do more of these, let us know because I enjoyed this. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. More things like
fun.
this.
All right.
It was okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.